Hey guys, welcome back. Okay, so this is part of the update that I've been chatting to you about for the past week or two that I'm still getting through on the vehicles. Um, this here is a Shadowline, so it was dressed up as an IS, and it has an OAF one, right? But it's a Shadowline, so it's a 325i, not a sport. So on the tag you'll even see it'll say 325i/2, right? They come with full suspension, and they came with a 2.5 motor, etc., etc. Anyway, this car was bought in Cape Town by a customer that came through to us. And the color on the car was supposed to be Zenova red. But you can see, as in the picture that I've uploaded, right, I've taken a static picture before we have stripped the car down. And Mountain Box, the car's a driving car, it was a driving car. Mountain Box was in here, Mountain Box was in here, and we stripped that out here. So, two things that we done is one, we started stripping the vehicle out because we're going to do a color change on it. So, this is a little bit different. Normally, on a car that comes in, we'd actually go for the same color or do a repaint on the car or something like that. This is an OAF car, it's a Shadowline, it's not an IS. So it's the first of, it's the last of the 0086s into the OAFs. On this specific car, we're actually going to do a color change on it. So we're still going to go with red, but we're not going to go back with Sonoma red. We're going to go either, the customer and I are still deciding, and we're either going to go with a Hannah red, they did come in the Evo ones, or we're going to go with a Brilliant red. So we're still gonna finalize it, but I think we're leaning more now onto the Anna. And the guy's got black interior, right? So this is a preference choice to it. The wheel is gonna come off. We're gonna run a standard IS wheel on it here. Um, we've got I think they got adapters on it, but I'm gonna see what we're gonna do if we're gonna run the same adapters, or if we're gonna look for the full Style 5. Let's go through the car. The car is actually a very good car. However, we have picked up a couple of issues with rust. Nothing really major. It's not like the Calypso car, and I'll just take you through a quick brief on the Calypso car just to show you where we are at and what we're still doing. But we're still busy on the chassis leg. We've made up a lot of the panels for that, but I'm gonna carry on with part 2 on that. But I'll just take you through there briefly. Let's just go through this car quickly. I'm gonna show you. We found a whole lot of body filler on the doors and stuff like that. So I just want to show you how far we got. We had to source other doors. Obviously, they're 30 odd years old. They're not all going to be 100% clean, but they were much better than the other doors that were on here. So when the car was on the rollback, because it stood at a decent height, I could actually see the waves clearly, right? So normally you'll have to come down with lighting and see the waves. You could actually see the waves clearly. And we kept on, remember the kit goes over the door where there was all the body filler on. So we had to inspect further and see where that waves were coming from. Was it in the prep? Was it in a lot of body filler and so on like that? And here you could clearly see that basically you got a whole lot of dents on the doors and body filler just smeared over it. So we can't do that. We're gonna get rid of that. So carrying on here, we're still gonna have to prep up the engine bay, go through the area here, mask everything forward, and do the same thing to the rest of the car. Carry on to the booth. The booth has got a rust patch here and there. We still have to sand the boot down properly because we are doing a color change. We're not just doing a respray of the car. Let's go through the car quickly. And tell me what you guys think. Okay, so this is actually a very nice car, right? You can see the battery there. There's no major rust. There's nothing bad about it. There's a couple of spots here and there that we're still gonna just dig into quickly and just see where they're creeping from. And I think there was a little bit of rust on the panel side here, but nothing majorly bad. And you can see the chassis legs are still nice and straight for the age of the car. And this car, I actually drove it. This car's a nice car. It starts up nice. It's got a very nice tone to it. And if you have to look at, you can see it in the picture there that this is actually a pretty car. But I want to also clean up all of this here. This is the overspray from the color before. So let me just come back to the exterior paint color. That is Zenova red. But this color has got more pink in it than anything as to the Zenova. So we're still going to come in flat down and prepare these guys quite a bit. You'll see here there's a whole lot of double-sided tape and again Sika Flex that we pulled off from the kit. It's a very basic car that we're doing, but we've got to go through the stripping process in this way here, and then obviously we will put together. So that's the one major rust area that we got to see today, and I will. Okay, sorry about that. So there was just rust on there, and we found a couple of issues amongst the side, but we're not going to go deep in. Remember, this is not a restoration car. We're just going to repair where we can repair what needs to be repaired and move on. So mountain box is out. We're going to give that a nice cleanup as well before we put back in, but we hoping to get this car sprayed next week, Saturday, right? As for the Calypso car, let me give you an update here quickly. Jason, do you want to bring that chassis leg here? This is, we started cutting out on the floors properly, and this floor is warped and rotten. I'm going to show you what has come out of this car so far. So just let it stand lengthwise for me. Okay, so turn it side. This is the chassis leg that you normally use as a jacking point under the car, right? So we've taken that leg out properly, and we've tried not to distort it as far as possible, but we're just gonna clean up, and we can see that the rust is starting to creep in there. So we're just gonna do a clean up on it and see how far the rust is going into it. But look here, look at this guy. So that leg comes over the side here, right? This whole piece is rotten, and this is what I was talking to you guys about when I said that the guy is rotting from the inside out. So this is the area that we're going to be tackling next, and you can see the spot welds are all drilled out. We're starting to chisel it out in a certain way. We're trying not to distort the metals wherever necessary, but this is all the rust that came off from in the chassis leg. So you can see here by the steering box, we've got that cut out already. We've had the plate made up. Those rust areas there, we've decided to tackle them as well now, so that we prevent the rust from spreading further. There's two pieces that we done on that side there, and then we're going to be taking out this leg here, refabricating this leg, putting that up, and then closing the rest up as well. So what's going on here is not major, it's actually major fabrication. Remember, we've still got to move over to this leg here. This leg has got a lot of rust here at the bottom, so we don't know what's in there as well. So remember, I'm not going to show you guys too much and go too far in detail in this car. We're actually busy with another episode that goes more into detail with that regard. As for the rest of the shop quickly, sorry, I'm just got the camera on my hand here. This is another color change car that we're doing. We're going to be tackling that power soon. The white car is waiting in line for fabrication. This is the one IS that was the white car that was totally bad. Floors are in, and we're going to carry on with the rest. And then we're prepping this guy up. We're doing final flattening down on this car and getting it ready for painting on Saturday. Okay, so quickly, here are the doors that came off the car, right? So we managed to take the not the fiberglass, the body filler off. But this is how deep, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to make out of this. But this is how deep. Okay, so I don't know if you guys are going to be able to make out how deep these guys are in. So you can actually see here. So what the previous guys done is basically just threw a whole lot of body filler over that. So sorry, I've just got to move across here. These are the new doors that we got on them. So we've got a light layer of body filler just to clear up the smaller gaps. But you'll actually see here, look at the body filler here. Alright. As to the body filler. Yeah, that's how much filler these doors have got. So, like I told you in the video, we decided to scrap the doors and work with other second-hand doors in much better nick. And this is the so, like I told you, we're basically prepping up for next week Saturday. So, guys, that's just a quick update on that car, the Zanova car that we're working on now. Uh, Still a lot happening in the panel shop, and I'm trying to capture as much content as possible. I will try and keep you updated as far as possible. But yeah, again, you guys know what to do. Like, subscribe, share, and we will chat again over the weekend. Cheers, guys.